it is your girl OGK and welcome to another OG Thoughts with OGK. And today I am gonna make this video short, or at least try to. I know my videos are always like 10 minutes or 15 minutes long because I can really talk. But I just wanted to touch on a subject that I had a question on, or not, someone asked me a question on social media about starting your self-love journey, and I just wanted to talk about it because it's much easier for me to talk about it than try to type it out. So here's a disclaimer. You know, everyone's self-love journey is different, but I can tell you certain tools and tips and I guess little routines that I did to help me with my self-love journey. So let's start here. Self-love is, you know, obviously your love for self, but it goes much deeper than, you know, bubble baths and pampering yourself and, you know, giving yourself alone time, which are still so important because you deserve all the energy and relaxation in the world. But a lot of the times, self-love is also allowing yourself to heal. I feel like that's the biggest part of a self-love journey, because what is it that blocks you from loving yourself? It's certain things that had happened in the past, or like reoccurring things that happen that causes you to feel some type of way about yourself and doesn't allow you to freely be who you are or love the skin that you're in. So at the end of the day, I believe that self-love is a healing process. So in order to, you know, start that healing process, is you have to first figure out and, you know, almost allow yourself to be open to what in you needs to be healed. And I feel like that is sometimes the hardest part of a self-love journey is, you know, being real with yourself. Like where is it really, where are your weaknesses that you have a hard time loving? Where are the moments in your life that you have a hard time dealing with? For me, I know I grew up with a lot of insecurities. You know, I wanted everyone to like me, which is okay, but there's a point where it gets really unhealthy, and I was at that point, and I just wanted everyone to like me, so I would like change myself to suit certain people for them to start liking me, and I really lost myself in the process. So I had to be upfront with myself at the beginning of my self-love journey to be like, okay, who are you really? You don't know who you are. We need to figure this out, right? And so that was my start of my self-love journey, and also being very truthful with myself. Like, why do you do the things that you do? Do you do this for this person, or do you do it for yourself? What are your intentions, you know? And really allowing myself to love every inch of my beings, even my weaknesses. You know, you have to be open to your weaknesses in order to be to get stronger with it, you know? Like, let's say you're in the gym and you know that your legs aren't that strong. You're not gonna ignore your legs and only focus, I mean, some people do, but you're not gonna ignore your legs and only focus on your arms because you're like, oh, my legs are weak, I'm just gonna ignore that, let me focus on my strong points. No. When you're in the gym, you go to the gym and you focus on your weak points to make them stronger. And I think that's, you know, I'm always in the gym, so that's what I'm comparing my self-love journey to. It's being open to where your weak spots are and strengthening those weak spots in a healthy way, you know, a natural way. Just like, you know, if you want your legs to be stronger, you start with small weights and you gradually get up to bigger weights until you can handle, you know, the strength that you're wanting. And that's what for me, like what a self-love journey is progressively becoming stronger in certain areas. Another disclaimer, self-love doesn't always happen overnight. You know, if you have a weak spot, you don't just automatically become strong with it the next day. You gradually get strong in that area. You know, like with me and even to the way that I look and stuff like that. Sometimes I would think, oh, well, you know, I don't know, I had this mindset of thinking things like, oh, you know, there's always someone out there prettier than you, so, you know, you just have to deal with, you know, the way you look and stuff like that. You know, that's kind of a terrible way to look at things. So I had to go, and, you know, it really made me very insecure about the way I looked, because I'll, you know, feel real good about myself, and then I'll go somewhere and be like, oh my god, she's so much prettier than me, and then I'll like end up getting into like a little hole again, you know. And that's not how it should be. You should be comfortable in your skin, you know, and be able to coexist with different energies, right? I was making myself shrink because I was around energies that I thought that were better. So like one thing that I did every day in the morning, I would repeat like 5 different things that I really liked about myself every day in the morning. Not even every day, like, well, yes, every day, but every time I saw my reflection, I would do this. I would give myself the cheesiest, biggest smile in the mirror and be like, you are freaking beautiful. You have a wonderful smile. You have a wonderful personality. Your eyes are pretty. And I would just compliment myself, sit there and compliment myself. And I would also see it in a way if I was talking to somebody else. Because of course, like if one of my little sisters came up to me and said that they were feeling some type of way about themselves, I'd be like, hey, stop. You're gorgeous. Know that you're gorgeous. You know, you have to do the same thing to yourself. You have to give yourself that same loving, compassionate energy that you would give to other people. And that's another big thing I feel, is having compassion for yourself, you know, allowing yourself to feel. And I've been saying this a lot lately, but the only way for you to heal is if you allow yourself to feel. Because if you don't allow yourself to feel, you won't know what you need to heal from, you know? And so that was my biggest thing, is it helped me open up an area of myself, of acceptance of myself that I didn't have before, you know? A lot of people will tell me that I have like a really unbothered energy, or like on social media they'll tell me like, oh, you look so unbothered, I wish I could be that unbothered, or you look so happy and free, I wish I could be that happy and free. And the thing is that you totally can, and know that like where I'm at was such a process, and it's still a process, an everyday process. You know, don't forget, you are on a journey. There's no teleportation in your life journey. Just like, sadly, there's no teleportation in real life, but you know, eventually, hopefully we can get there. But since there's no teleportation in your just journey of life, you have to understand that everything is a process. You know, nothing goes from night and day with these things. I mean, what you can make night and day is your mindset on it. You can quickly decide, okay, I'm choosing to walk down a path where I love myself. That's something you can definitely do in a quick instant, you know, but that, you know, staying there is what the practice is. I know Gunwa always says this saying where like the happiest man isn't happy because he's happy all the time, but he's happy because he knows how to get back to happiness. I'm probably saying that so wrong, but I'll put in the description what he actually says, but it's along those lines. I'm heavily paraphrasing. So the person who asked me this question, the way you start your self-love journey is just starting it. Just start loving yourself. Just start allowing things, being really truthful with yourself, smiling at yourself big old cheesy in the mirror, and telling yourself how amazing you are. Because the thing is that you have to believe in you. You know, you have to believe that you can achieve where you want to get to in life. You can always have other energies, you know, encouraging you to get there, but at the end of the day, you are in control of you. So you have to believe in you. You have to believe in the love that you have for yourself. Don't try to find the love for yourself to, you know, get someone else to love you. Do it for you, because when you do it for you, that's when it's really special. Sometimes I realize that, you know, I grew up with the phrase, you know, you gotta love yourself before anyone can love you. But I took it as, okay, well, if I want this person to love me, I have to love myself, which was me loving myself because of that person, and that's not how it should be, you know? You should love yourself because you want to love yourself. You want to change to love yourself. You want to see yourself grow. You want to be the best you possibly can be for you and for no one else. And whatever happens with that, whatever energies you attract from that, whatever people you attract from that is just, you know, bonuses in your life. So start your self-love journey for you. Be very open and allow yourself to grow. Be compassionate to yourself. You know, if you learn a lesson and you don't get it the first time, don't beat yourself up. That's like the worst thing that you could do. You know, allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to continue to move. You know, it is a process. It is a journey, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing for you to even want to see the best you that you can be for you. So yes, guys, leave a comment, a like, and subscribe. Please let me know what you think about, you know, your self-love journey. How did that start for you? What are tips and tricks that you did? Because everyone has their own way. All self-love journeys are different journeys, you know, different ways of making you feel you and becoming the best you can be. And I love hearing those stories. And if you want to hear me talk more about like things that I went through, please let me know. I like talking about things you guys want to hear from me, because I have a lot to say about a lot of things. Alright guys, I love you all. I'll see you next time, and I'm gonna leave now.